The origin of modern feminism is not inside Christianity, but outside it, in secular, usually Marxist or deconstructionist ideologies, that is, deeply anti-Christian, anti-religious, anti-theistic. Mary Daly, my famous colleague at Boston College, summarized her self-image candidly when she called herself in print, in her book Pure Lust, the Antichrist, and summarized her life's work as, quote, castrating God the Father. Next to her, Nietzsche was a wimp. Politics may make strange bedfellows like these for liberal theologians, but discernment of God's will, holiness, prayer, and submission never do. In fact, the advocates of priestesses never seem to speak of these things at all. This is another telling credential. There is an obvious match between the root or source of their spirit, which is not prayer, and the fruit or face of their spirit, which is not love or joy or peace. This sentence will make some people extremely angry, but it is true. It will make people angry because it is true. Look at their faces. You can see the hate, the hardness, the hurt. In the spiritual exercises, St. Ignatius says we must discern between the spirit of consolation and the spirit of desolation, which produces hate, anxiety, fear, resentment, anger, anguish, bitterness, rage, pain, and lack of peace. By their own admission, these are precisely the feelings of those in the forefront of the demands for priestesses. These are not passing moods, but a settled state of deep alienation. They are not the feelings of a few individuals, but of the movement itself, of its very ideology. We can easily discern in them a past history of having been badly hurt, which then became a state of deep hatred and self-righteousness. Father Paul Quay, S.J., characterized it this way: this is not a matter of succumbing to momentary irritation and passing flarings of anger, but everything indicates a settled mood of the most profound self-pity, which is another name for wounded pride, something most assuredly not from God. Well, if not from God, then against him. For whoever is not for us is against us. This is especially true in this time of decadence and decay in both church and society, this time of perhaps apocalyptic spiritual warfare. The issue goes beyond one of sacramental theory and ecclesiastical discipline. It is an issue of the priests of the Lord versus the priests of Baal, and a time for choosing not only between theologies, but between gods. A time for repeating Joshua's challenge to Israel. Remember, Joshua means Jesus, and the church is the new Israel. Now, therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in faithfulness, and put away the gods which your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. And if you be unwilling to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.